Hello girls, winter is already outside, which means it's time to prepare our hands for the New Year holidays. In this video, we'll create a delicate winter design that your clients will love. Additionally, I'll show you how to draw fir branches to make them look lifelike. So join in, it's going to be interesting. And we'll start with analyzing the nails and removing the old coating that has been on for 5 weeks. We can see that the index fingers are growing downwards, but at the client's request, we won't use upper forms to lift them. The length will be reduced and the shape will be filed, visually lifting them a bit. Some girls prefer not to have any corrections made, and on short nails, it's not critical. However, if the nails are long and the girl doesn't want them leveled, I would rather decline, as I wouldn't want to be embarrassed by my work. What do you think? By the way, these nails had gel reinforcement, and as you can see, everything is holding up well. No lifting, which is pleasing. During removal, I did it in a way to remove as little as possible from the free edge and as much as possible near the cuticle. This is a cool life hack to visually lift drooping nails at this length, as in the end, I'll file the thickness from the inside and the nail will still be strong. We've opened up the pocket, which can be done with a cuticle pusher or an orange stick. Personally, I prefer the latter. It's more convenient for me, and you can even use it to detach a stubborn cuticle. And of course, we lift the scales and shape the nails into a square form. Next, we work with the electric file. It's important to choose the right grit for the bit when processing the cuticle. Our cuticle is normal. It's neither dry nor rubbery, but there's a bit too much trigger. That's why I chose a flame-shaped bit with a 0.10-3 diameter and a blue notch. Don't forget to check the angle of the bit and avoid burying the tip into the nail, or you'll end up with grooves. Next, we trim the cuticle. Here, it's important to pay attention to the blade angle to achieve a straight cut. If after cutting, you notice an underdeveloped side wall or remaining pterygium, be sure to clean it with the electric file. There's nothing to worry about. However, such small details can spoil your entire work. Remove fine dust with a brush and thoroughly dehydrate the nail plate. Then, apply preparatory agents, typically a dehydrator and Ultra Bond. Since I'll be working with gel, I start by creating an underlay using a rubber base. The layer should be thin but not dry, allowing the base to penetrate well between the scales and create a reliable bond between the nail and the gel. This enables working on several fingers at once, significantly speeding up the master's work without sacrificing quality. As a result, the client is satisfied because it's fast, and the master is pleased because they can take on more clients, thereby earning more. After curing the base, remove the sticky layer and proceed to strengthen the nails. I'll be working with a milky gel, but due to the previous nude gel, the resulting coverage will have a very interesting shade, which you'll see at the end. Both the client and I really liked it. First, I apply gel over the entire nail to make it wet, allowing the main drop of gel to spread easily. This technique works with any coating, whether it's the base or the final layer. Don't forget to go over the sinuses and the proximal fold thoroughly to ensure an even layer of gel on the nail without bald spots, as it doesn't look nice. Next, place a small drop of gel near the cuticle and spread it along the plate. Remember to flip the finger afterward to center the material. The gel I use has a liquid consistency, which I love because I prefer working with fast materials. I started like everyone else with thick materials just to keep up. I still remember my first extension that took 4.5 hours. Hard to believe. Now, It takes me much less time, so girls, it's better to focus on quality first, and speed will come with experience. After drying the gel, we remove the sticky layer to avoid interference while drawing. I use colors from one autumn collection, including two main greens, red and orange. With the primary green, I first outline where the branches will be and then use the same color to spread them, creating the first layer of needles. Why use so many colors when you can just use green? That's the point, and how the branches will look in the end. When we look at a tree, we don't just see green needles. There are yellow, reddish, and even blackish shades. This is where the principle comes in, to create this combination of shadows and tones to make our drawing look more realistic. To create this depth and fluffy effect, we cure each layer for 10 seconds to let it set and not mix with the previous shade. The amount of material on the brush and the brush itself are also crucial. The brush bristles should be even and thin to create fine lines, and there should be minimal material on the brush. The bristles should be slightly saturated with color. However, if you dampen the brush and notice that droplets are forming on it, it means there's too much material. In conclusion, I emphasized the accents with black gel polish, but there's a minimal amount. It should only create shadows. Additionally, I added red berries to the branches. And of course, what's New Year's without glitter? I feel like this glitter palette is eternal and never runs out. How many years have I been using these hexagons, and it seems like they haven't diminished at all. On the nail, I roughly outline where the glitter will be and place small droplets of top coat there. Then I attach the glitter to those areas. You don't need to dry them for long since they set quickly. 30 seconds was enough for me, and I move on to the next finger. I am doing everything the same way, layer by layer, and don't forget to dry. On this finger, I decided to stretch the glitter from the bottom. It turned out very cool. Here's a life hack for you. If you want the glitter to last until the next correction, don't place large sequins at the edge of the nail so that they don't chip from there. I also add red berries to the branches, and the design truly takes on a New Year's spirit. Another interesting feature of New Year's designs is their diversity. From classic images of Christmas trees and snowmen to creative and unexpected interpretations, these designs can express various moods. The color palette also plays an important role here, from traditional reds and greens to bold and unexpected combinations. We thought there were too few glitters, so it was decided to stretch them from the cuticle on the thumbs. After that, you can apply the top coat. I always cover such designs with a leveling layer to prevent anything from sticking out and cure it in the lamp for 2 minutes. I think all New Year's designs look cool in both matte and glossy versions. They have their own unique charm that is hard to spoil. The matte effect adds warmth to the design, creating a sense of naturalness. Meanwhile, a glossy finish can add sharpness and shine, giving the design a luxurious look. This also creates a play of light and shadow, emphasizing the details. Also, don't forget that when applying the top coat, we turn the finger to prevent the top from sliding onto the sidewalls. Otherwise, at this stage, it's easy to spoil the nail shape. Now, after the top coat has dried, I file the natural nail from the inside, adjusting the thickness of the free edge and the arch of the nail. Then, I shape it into a square with a nail file. Well, here's the result. If you like this idea, be sure to comment and suggest what else to do before the new year. Thank you very much for watching this video. A whole series of festive designs is coming soon, and to not miss anything, be sure to subscribe to the channel. With you was Anna, and until the next meeting, beauties.